It's 8:45. We're running late a little bit, a tad bit. So Mr. Mario, I'm gonna end up going to his presentation, which is right now at 9. That gives me 15 minutes. It takes 15 minutes to get to class. Or to school, actually. Or actually, no. I think it takes me a little longer just because iTech is 15 minutes. And iTech is like technically closer to my house. And we get there late. The first time we went to one of these, we got there late by like 20 minutes. So it's like whatever, you know. I might get there and it's like barely gonna start. That's because I'm a Park Main campus. Walk over because it's just like across the street. That's about it. But catch you guys there. I'll fucking zoom over just because we're gonna hit the highway and I could push it at 70, 75. Woo! I don't know what's going on, boy. But we made it downtown on our way to this cup of coffee thing. It's already 9. Like, I just got here just in time. I parked in downtown, and downtown scares me for the fact that I feel like my car's gonna get robbed or like towed. But I'll catch you guys inside. Woo.
Good morning, everyone. So before I begin, I'd like to express that first and foremost, I'm a very competitive individual. The goal of this presentation is going to be to shorten your time horizon when it comes to achieving your ideal life. So here's our 6-ish minute agenda. I'm going to go over my story and what I do. So up until this point, I have not introduced myself. My name is Mario Gonzalez. I'm 22 years old. The only thing I can say about my childhood is that I had a very normal upbringing. I'm grateful to God that it wasn't particularly rough in any way, right? But I'm only going to go back 5 years from now to 2019. That was the year I graduated high school. I was a very average student, not many friends, but the only notable thing that happened that year was that I got my first 9-to-5 job, right? I got my first job at a not very well-known, low-key fast food restaurant called Whataburger. Have any of you guys heard of Whataburger? Funny story, the first month that I worked there, a very big thing happened in my life. I met an individual, co-worker, that got promoted to assistant manager within a month of working, right? I ended up meeting him. And I was in awe at the fact that somebody could work hard, gain more responsibility, get rewarded for it, and get paid more. So what that did to me is I became obsessed with trying to do the same thing, right? And by the end of that year, I got that assistant manager position that I wanted so much. And through college here at TSCC in Harlingen, I ended up working a lot more, right? For the next 2 years, I got 2 more promotions. I became manager, and then I became general manager. Right, and why am I telling you this? This is an entrepreneurship presentation. Why am I talking about a job, right? But it's because it's not very well known, but the general manager position at that company is a 6-figure salary position. And at 21 years old, this meant that I was making more than double what any member of my family had. So what this meant was the social pressure from my family, my friends, my peers. It almost led me to have that I made it mentality. It almost made me complacent. And throughout that year, I started asking myself questions like, is this all I'm ever going to be? Am I going to be here 20, 30 plus more years? And I grew kind of sad and borderline depressed, right? So I started looking for more solutions. What can I do to get myself out of this? I started looking for different side hustles because I was working a lot. I had to go online, right? And I started looking at different side hustles online. And I don't believe in side hustles that much. I always believe that anything I've ever benefited from in my life has been when I went all in on something. I went all in, and after I made my first couple dollars, I did one of the most responsible things any logical human would do, and I left my 9-to-5. I'm not gonna lie, briefly, I fell flat on my face, nothing worked out. But a year later, I can say now that as I'm standing here presenting, I run a $500,000 a year run rate on my business. So you might be asking what I do. My company manages and builds end-to-end sales teams for other online businesses, right? So, what things can you sell online? 3 different types exist: physical goods, digital products, and services. Now that we've gone over what things exist to sell, let's go over how you know if it's the right thing for you, right? So we've gone over what things exist now, and we've gone over how to pick your own thing. First, is your company name isn't important because nobody online buys from a company, they buy from people. The first thing you want to do is you want to pick a social platform. This is going to be like Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, you name it. Next, you want to post on it regularly, and by what I mean regularly is literally post on it like your life depends on it. This can be weekly, is encouraged, and sometimes even multiple times a day is even more encouraged. All you do afterwards is you just keep repeating the process until it gets better and better and start sharing more. Now, if I were to be sitting in your shoes 2 years ago from now, I'd be thinking, there's no way that this applies for me, and there's no way that I can take away anything from this. So this is why I wanted to end this presentation by talking about some real world examples of how this applies to everybody. This is Steve, somebody in my network that I know personally, and his real world experience was he had a very humble beginning. His father owned a small construction company, and just like everybody else, he joined the family business, right? And because he wanted to do something different and make more money for himself and his family, he started learning marketing and sales for his construction company. He became pretty good until he was the biggest construction company in his little area, his little town. Lastly, to wrap all this up, this is myself. So from a bird's eye view, I've had a very, very ordinary life, right? I had a regular 9 to 5 at a fast food joint. I grew a passion for managing others. I decided, you know what? I picked the product, employee management and consulting. I picked the platform to post on regularly, which was YouTube, and I gathered a following to sell to, right? So the biggest takeaway from this is ask yourself what your real world experience is. That's pretty much it.
So we're fucking done. Bro, I got the name wrong. I'm drinking coffee from 7th and Park. Pretty good. Not gonna lie. I got the name wrong the whole time. It's called Million Cups. And it's basically like to influence people from our area and just share their story to influence others, right? So Mario, he went full on entrepreneurship. Basically in the clip, right? Honestly, we were talking about it the other day when he was rehearsing with me. He was like, bro, honestly, if I didn't make the initial jump, me, you, Perry, George, Alex would all still be at Whataburger, right? And honestly, like, he has a good point. And it was not just him. It was like 4 other managers that were not even at our store. And that's because Mario got promoted, became a general manager, and quit and initiated the jump for all of us. And honestly, like, I could agree. It was ever since Mario left where I was already thinking, like, bro, fuck this, like, I'ma quit. It's not worth all the stress for the 30-40 years to be making 6 figures, you know? Because when I first got promoted to become a manager, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna fucking become an OP because this shit's kind of easy. And it really is. Like, as long as you're able to delegate, manage your people, bro, anything's fucking possible. And it's true to a certain extent, you know? So when Mario initiated the jump, he jumped, right? Quit, boom, was already a general manager. Jesus was about to get his own store, fucking jumped. And I was like a manager for like, what, 6-7 months? And I fucking quit. I was like, I don't need this shit. And 4 months later, I started this social networking, right? How Mario says. At the end of the day, I'm here to provide a service, which is entertainment to those that watch and enjoy. And low-key, Mario was like, bro, you low-key found a way to beat the algorithm. And it's just by titling my videos differently, doing different things, right? So if you guys notice, we broke 300 views on the football game. And Mario's like, bro, look at the fucking thumbnail. Look what the fuck you did, like your title, right? So in this case, it was like an influence upbringing. Whatever the fuck. I don't know. It's barely 10 a.m. My next class is not till 12. So I'm gonna edit the video. I got 2 hours. Just kick back, chill. But have a cup of coffee, guys. Doesn't matter from where. A cup of coffee goes a long way. Caffeine's good for you, but not too much. I never had 7th and Park. This shit's pretty good. Unless they're just using the cups. Because the boxes that they had in there, it said like Million Cup. I was like, what? And I just saw the cup and I was like, 7th and Park. Stay at it. Stay consistent. The only way you're gonna make it big is if you stay consistent. And it goes for everything, guys. Like this. I was once a drummer. I played band in high school. I was a drummer. Was ass. Well, not completely ass. Like, I could play some shit. But, like, I just never stayed consistent. I never practiced. It was one of those things where it was like, I'm just here for the fun, right? But this, you gotta stay consistent in the things you do. In your job titles, the only way you're gonna exceed your growth is if you stay consistent and fucking learn your shit. Don't plateau, guys. Plateauing is bad. I'll catch you guys at main campus. It's like down the street, but I'm gonna fucking chill a little bit, finish the coffee, and I don't know, walk around for a bit. Yeah. Boom. On fucking campus, bro. Look, it's a breezy day. Work outside if I have no fucking sunshade. Also, we got the blue backpack today. Because look, I have 2 backpacks. I have the black one that you guys usually see me with. I have this one. So since I didn't have any architecture class and I'm literally going to work right after this, right? Like after my last class, bro, all I need is my laptop. pocket for the fucking AirPods. Charger. Has one pouch. Bruh. Simple and easy. But with the black one, I have architecture classes, right? So in the black backpack, I carry my fucking safe mat, my fucking notebooks, or not notebooks, my sketchbooks, whatever the fuck. All my cutting, writing, pencils, markers, material. And what else? I don't know what else. Oh, and then like, if I'm gonna go to the gym after, I throw my basketball shoes in there. Shorts, whatever the fuck, deodorant. And it has like a pocket for my lock. What else? What else? What more are you asking for? I need to buy a mic. The mic just so I could, good quality. I don't know, I saw one on TikTok yesterday. I'm kind of like questionable over it. Cause like, bruh, are you really gonna trust TikTok Shop? I'm not. And if I were you, I wouldn't. I don't know, fuck this shit. Got a 20-minute video clip of Mario speakings. Oh, the guy's goated. Nah, but there was that one guy, the Spanish one. The first time I went to see the Million Cups or whatever, bro, that guy was like bending some guy over, like question after question, like just fucking him. It was like some small end like bar entrepreneur, you could say, or entrepreneur, because he still worked and he developed a company while working. That's entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship is where you like fuck everything else besides my company. So that guy was like, he's like a bartender or whatever, and the guy asked him questions like, bruh, you could go to Morrison, make double your profits, double your money, whatever the fuck. And the entrepreneur was like, yeah, you're in a sprint in Morrison. I'm here for the long run. We're here to bring up downtown, whatever the fuck. I mean, look, downtown Bronzeville has potential, guys. Like, it really does. Like, if it got cleaned up a little bit more, if you didn't have to worry about all the fucking Mexicans getting kidnapped. I don't know, I guess these are the scary things of living on a border town. But low-key, this is probably gonna be the end of today's video, you know, something small in the morning. Hope you guys liked and enjoyed. Subscribe, hit that like button, turn on post notifications. And low-key, if you guys want to see more of these entrepreneur videos, let me know. They're every Wednesday and they're free. Doesn't hurt. Oh, but the only thing is like it disrupts my 9 a.m. class. Is it worth it? Maybe. I don't know. I'm pretty ahead in that class. But catch you guys tomorrow. Oh, and share with your friends and family. They might like this stuff too. Woo!